Hello, my beautiful Aquarians. Hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome back, welcome to my channel. I'm Lisa, and this is North Star Energy Healing. Today, we are doing the readings that will be posted on Friday, June 26th for the following week, or whenever you come to this message. Don't worry about the dates. If the title caught your eye, there's something here for you. So going into this coming week, we do have a full strawberry moon in Capricorn. This will be a micro moon, so further away from the earth, and it may appear smaller, but that doesn't mean it isn't powerful. This is going to be the career coach moon. So Capricorns, being very hardworking, a hardworking sign, this may bring a spotlight onto your job. What are you doing for work? Do you love what you're doing for work? Have you always wanted to try a side business? Have you always wanted to have a YouTube channel or a website or do something different? You may find yourself thinking about just that during this full moon in Capricorn. So you could be also overworking or underworking. It's just going to spotlight your work, okay? Whatever that is for you. This is also a good time to set boundaries. Whatever boundaries you feel have been encroached on, there may be somebody who is overstepping and you may need to set boundaries there. Okay, so we are using for the Oracle deck the Healing Spirits Oracle by Gordon Smith. And the card that they gave you is Listen to the Voice Within When It Persists. That's a 39, which is a 12, which is a 3. Creation and collaboration. Listen to the voice within when it persists. You're the second sign to get this card, and the deck is huge. So this could be a theme for everyone, right? What is that little voice inside telling you? Is it telling you to go for it? Is it telling you to do the thing you've always wanted to do, Aquarius? What is that voice telling you? That's what you need to listen to. That's what you need to pay attention to, is that voice, that feeling, right? Everybody has had it before. You get a feeling about people or places or things you want to do. Sometimes a thought comes into your head over and over and over. And if we ignore it, it will just come more and more and more. What is that voice telling you? All right, let's face the camera down and see what the tarot has to add. So please remember also, this is a collective reading, not a one-to-one, so take what resonates for you and leave the rest. Sorry, let me just make a small adjustment here. All right, my beautiful Aquarians. Oh my gosh, flipped right over immediately. Queen of Swords. Yeah, communication, swords, air signs. Yes. I typically think of you, Aquarius, as the King of Swords. All right, so, but this is the Queen of Swords. She pulls no punches. She says exactly what's on her mind, and she knows how to deliver it with grace. The King of Swords being a little bit more, how do I say it? It's kind of steely. It's just like, well, I'm going to say this. If it hurts, I can't help it because this is the truth. Where the Queen is a little bit more like, okay, well, I need to tell you this for your own good. So that kind of energy from the Queen of Swords. But she is definitely a truth teller. So that could definitely tie into what is your inner voice telling you, right? What is it? Another queen. Okay, lots of feminine energy coming out. This is the Queen of Pentacles. Pentacles being all about your things in your material world, your job, your home, your car, how you earn your living, what's in your savings, what are your investments. Pentacles are all about that. Earthy energy. So you have air energy and earth energy in the feminine. We all have masculine and feminine, so it doesn't matter if you're a male or a female in your physical body. And the High Priestess, more feminine energy. Wow. I'll hold these up once we get all the cards out, and we'll look at each one individually. But wow, 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 the feminine energy there. Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, High Priestess. High Priestess is tuning into your inner feelings. Five of Swords. Fives are change. High Priestess, tuning into your gut instinct, your inner feelings, your meditation, your dreams even, right? What do you dream about? What do you really want to do? The High Priestess is also between endings and beginnings. She is card number 2, so that's choices, right? Can also be balance, right? You want to balance your air and earth. You want to balance the head and the heart, right? Okay. They keep trying to give me 2 cards at once. All right, let's see. Okay. Whoops. Sorry, guys. I'll get it. All right. Let's look at these. Oh, man. I can't believe all the feminine energy that came out. Even the moon was the last card out. Okay, Queen of Swords. You see her there. She has her sword in one hand and a flame or maybe even a star in the other hand, right? And we already talked about her a little bit. She is the Queen of Truth, right? Truth-telling, but in a little bit of a softer way than the King. She is mastery of her words and how to say things in a... I don't want to say nice, that seems too wishy-washy, but in a softer way, let's say. Then you have the Queen of Pentacles. She is sitting there with it looks like a moon, but it's supposed to be a pentacle, right? Pentacle, moon, whatever, in her hand. She's looking up at it with her eyes closed. She's focusing and concentrating on what she needs to do in the physical, right? For her finances, for her job, for her car, her home. What is it that she needs to focus on right now in the earthly material world? 2 very different energies when you look at them. One sitting on her throne staring right at you. One kind of almost meditative and thinking about what she needs to do in the material. And then you have this High Priestess with the glowing eyes. So she's sitting there between endings and beginnings. She has a book kind of open on her lap, and she's thinking about things. She could be meditating as well with her eyes like that, but you see there's a jewel on her third eye. So she is focusing in on what is the feeling. How do I make my best choice? By feeling into it, right? The High Priestess is all about tuning into your intuition, right? Your subconscious, right? What is that saying to you? Then you have this 5 of Swords jumping in. 5s are change. Now, this celestial deck that I usually use when there's a moon in the week coming up is a little bit softer than most decks. So this 5 of Swords shows people standing there. So there's one guy with 2, they're supposed to be swords, and he has 2. This guy standing up, almost poking the moon with his sword. Again, swords of communication. So in this card, it doesn't look like they're arguing or doing anything like that. It just looks like they are focusing on the moon for an answer. What do I say next? I'm an intuitive reader, so I'm giving you what Spirit is giving me. And so they're in the physical with their swords, thinking and focusing on what they say. Swords, remember, our communication. And the card before that is the High Priestess, where she's kind of tuning into her intuition about what to say. So it's a balancing of your head and your heart, basically, right? Your intuition and what's in the physical and the metaphysical, so to speak. Balancing that out for a certain conversation. And it ties right back to listening to the voice within when it persists. We can talk to other people about things, but it's really our inner intuition, our inner gut, our guides who we should be paying attention to more. Then you have this Knight of Cups thrown in here. So cups are emotion. The Knight of Cups is typically about partnership, right? So like the High Priestess is a 2, which can be partnership. The 2 of Cups is more partnership, but 2s can be about partnerships. The Knight of Cups is not looking for a fight. He or she, it looks almost like it's a woman in this deck, is thinking about partnerships, maybe even romance. The Knight of Cups often does tend to bring in some sort of romantic situation. It could be a boost in the romance that is in your current relationship, or it could be a new romance. By the same token, it can just be a partnership, right? This person is riding in on the horse, offering her cup of stars. I love this deck. It's so pretty. And then the last card you have is the Moon. This is Pisces energy. And this is probably saying, Aquarius, to pay attention on the 29th with that full strawberry moon in Capricorn. So the moon is all about what you dream about at night. So you could be having some significant dreams, and I would encourage you to write them down. I have a dream journal, and whenever I have a dream that seems really important, I write it down. And I often, maybe once a year, I'll go back and read every single dream that's in that journal, because I haven't filled one book yet. I think I have a couple pages, and I have a new dream journal waiting. It's also about something that you don't see right now, right? This is an 18, which is a 9. 9s are accomplishment. So you could also be accomplishing things in your nighttime state, right? We all astral travel at night. Our souls go and do different things. We may be learning things. We may be teaching things, but we're definitely busy while we're dreaming. And okay, let's just look at this all together. So the first row, all that feminine energy, those queens and that high priestess, big feminine energy. So nurturing, loving, caring for yourself and others, while you are focusing on what you're going to say and do, right? Because you're listening to that inner voice. And then we come down to the 5 of Swords. Communication. So with the high priestess and the 5 of Swords, figuring out that conversation. What do you say? Maybe some of you have a big conversation coming up, either in your personal life or your work life, and you have to think about it. Knight of Cups, that partnership card. And then the Moon coming in, reminding you to pay attention to your dreams. And also there could be something coming around that you're not aware of right now. Okay, Spirit, anything else about that? So what in this partnership situation, whether it's work or pleasure, you need to think very carefully about how you handle the conversation, Aquarius. Don't be too, I'm hearing cutthroat with the conversation, okay? Really handle it with kid gloves, I'm hearing. And then that Moon coming in, reminding you about your dreams, and to just be aware. Something could come in that's a surprise. You're not aware of it now, but it's going to be revealed. And your animal oracle is flamingo. This is 42, which is a 6, and 6s are harmony. Find elegance in your life and actions. Another reminder about not being too cutthroat in the conversation is what I'm hearing. It's almost like it's 2 separate readings. It's almost like these 4 cards are one reading and these 4 cards are another, right? The listening to the voice within with the high priestess and the queens, and then finding elegance in your life and actions with this conversation that you're going to have, or this partnership or person you're partnering with, reminding you of that and to be aware of your dreams at night. Wow. Well, this sounds like it's going to be a week that has to do with conversations, feminine energy, loving, nurturing yourself and others, and being really careful about the conversations that you have. So Aquarius, I do hope this has helped. Until next time, peace and kindness every single day. I love you all.